why I see a potential second market crash, what actually happened in March, why that actually may be happening again. I've always said that, it was a bit of a black swan event and so on and so forth. But we may be leading into the next few months it happening again. Let me share what I'm talking about here. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let me just share what I'm talking about here when it comes to the markets and what I've just said there. I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and to the point. Right now, guys, there is rapid rampant cases across America. And here is the thing, is if Biden stays elected or gets in, becomes the president, if he does that, he will shut down and lock down the economy again. And it's not going to be just for a few weeks. We know that, right? What happened last time? Oh, it's only going to be a few weeks and then 2-3 months later. He's probably going to do it again if Biden gets in. And within that lockdown, I see it happening again. I see a free fall in the markets, and the markets will start to tell us this as well too. So it's really interesting to see the dynamics of what's going on here. I never thought we'd actually potentially be around the corner of it happening again, but once again, guys, the whole stimulus package of what's going on right now, and also of what's happening in the markets right now. If we continue down this road, then Biden, if he gets in, he will shut down the economy again, and he will we're on the road to ruins. If he gets in, we know we are on the road to ruins, and the whole economy is going to go up in flames if he gets in, because you know what's going to happen when he gets in. Not only is it going to be lockdowns, but we're also going to see capital gains and taxes increase and all that sort of stuff. All that is a suppression on the market. So it's really interesting, guys. I just want to give you guys a quick little update on what I'm seeing right now across the globe. Right now, short term on a technical basis, there's no reason to be worried, or no reason to be, or anything in the markets right now. But just be careful, because if I'm looking at the markets, even the Dow Jones, right, we had this big gap up. Even the Dow Jones, once again, after, I don't think it's going to happen this year. If we are going to see another movement on the downside, I don't think it's going to be happening this year because of the whole who's going to become president, what's going to happen, so on and so forth. So I think from now through to the year, I think we're going to see a nice rise in the markets. But after that, whoever gets in, especially if Biden gets in, then with the lockdowns and the tax increases and capital gains tax increases, there's going to be literally hundreds of billions of dollars that are going to leave this market, and we're going to create a free fall. Now, to me, guys, we haven't seen the real crash yet. We haven't seen the really big downturn yet. And the big downturn is going to come from the government debt exploding, and the government not be able to, basically service that debt, and all those sort of things that goes with the government, where pensions, liabilities, different hospitals, schools, so on and so forth, all that sort of stuff over the next few years, I believe, is going to start to get a slow squeeze, and those sort of jobs, government assisted jobs, are going to get really, really, really hurt. Especially if there's inflation, and especially if they have to start raising interest rates, then that's going to be putting a dampering in the market as well too. So if Biden gets in and he does shut down everything again as well too, all I see is that the market going through another free fall because of what's happening here in the markets. But once again, guys, I don't see that happening this year. I actually see a lot more upside coming into next year. And then if next year, if we start to see those lockdowns again, then we're gonna see another complete dip in the markets. Now, that may be offsetted by the stimulus package that if and when they pass the next one in the markets. If they pass another massive stimulus package like they did in March before the market free falls, then it could be neutralizing the whole. If they see, okay, we're going to have a $3 trillion hole and they do another $3 trillion printing of money, you can see how they're trying to fill that hole that may be happening when they shut down and do all that sort of stuff again. So really, really, really crazy times, guys. You know, it's really interesting, isn't it? Like when you look at this decade has just been absolutely just nuts. You know, I look at I'm here in Australia, and I look at say Australia, and we started off with the fires galore, and you guys even overseas, right? You heard about it, and then the whole coronavirus situation, and then now we're dealing with the whole president situation. 2020 is a crazy, crazy, crazy year. And you know what, guys? I believe it's going to be a crazy few years before we start to get out of this mess, and before we start to see on the other side of all this that's happening right now. I believe we personally have probably at least another 12 months of going through all this, what we're going through right now, until we can see on the other side, and then it's probably going to slowly go away from there. But with spikes of cases and all that sort of stuff, which I don't believe in anyway. In any event, if that does happen, and once again, if Biden's in, then man, there's nothing but suppression on what we're seeing through here. Printing of money, locking down, and then the interest rates rising potentially, maybe in a couple of years as well too. All over the next few years, there's suppression in the markets. And once again, guys, I don't know whether the market's gonna. I don't think anything is gonna happen this year. But moving into next year could be really, really, really bad. So I hope this helps you out today, guys. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and also let me know what you think about this whole thing. This is just me really sharing my thoughts about what I'm seeing right now, and why we could be just around the corner, a few months away before we start to see another falling off the cliff in the markets. But from now to then, guys, we could start to see a nice move to the upside. So what do you guys think? Let me know.